Okay, so in this video, we're going to talk about free fall and air resistance. So, what does free fall really mean? Free fall means something is falling only because of gravity. There are no other forces pushing on it. That means no air, no parachute, nothing. In space or in a vacuum chamber, you can have something called a true free fall. For example, if I drop a hammer and a feather in a vacuum, they hit the ground at the same time. That's because gravity affects them both equally. But on Earth, we rarely get a chance to do a true free fall. Air always gets in the way. And that brings us to our next idea. Why do some things fall slower than others? And that is because of air resistance. Air resistance is a force caused by air pushing against a moving object. The faster you move, or the bigger your surface area, the more air pushes back. If you drop a flat piece of paper and it floats because it catches a lot of air, if you crumple into the ball and it floats faster because the air can move around it more freely. And that's why parachutes work. They increase air resistance and slow the airfall. So, what happens when gravity and air resistance are balanced? First, let's think. When you first fall, gravity pulls you down and you speed up. But as you go faster, air resistance increases. So you're having more air fight against you. Eventually, it balances out the pull of gravity. And at that point, you stop speeding up. You're still falling, but then you begin to fall at a constant speed. That is called terminal velocity. So, a skydiver reaches terminal velocity before pulling their parachute. When their parachute opens, it adds a ton of air resistance that slows them down again. Why do cats kind of survive falls better than humans?
Now, this is the real news. You won't see this on the nightly news tonight.
So, this may surprise you, but cats are built for falling. When they fall, they spread out all their legs and their arms to increase air resistance. They kind of have like a built in parachute. They also weigh a lot less, which means that they hit the ground with a lot less force. Humans fall faster and harder because how our bodies are shaped, it doesn't help. So even though both are being pulled by gravity, how the body is formed and how it's shaped makes a huge difference in how we both land. So why does shape matter when you are falling? I want you to think which parachute will fall more quickly? Person 1 or person 2? Take a good guess. The shape of a fallen object affects how much air is in it. So, a wider shape catches more air, which slows it down, and a small, tight shape cuts through the air faster. So, think about a skydiver here. If they curl into a ball, they're going to fall faster. But if they spread their arms and legs, they slow down. I want you to think back to our egg drop lab that we're going to do. In the egg drop lab, you want to increase surface area to slow down the fall. So you can think of materials that will cause that to happen. So, how can you use air resistance in your egg drop project? Again, no matter what you do, gravity is always pulling your egg and yourself towards the ground. You cannot cancel it out, but you can fight back by slowing down the fall. So, air resistance could be your best friend in this project. It may give you more time for the fall, which gives you time to slow it down. And the slower your egg falls, the gentler the impact will be and the better chance you have of survival. That means you're going to have to create parts that add drag to your egg drop design. And good designs could use parachutes from paper or made of plastic bags. So keep all these things in mind.